Okay. Should be alive. Could be. Yes, we are live. Okay. Hello, hello. We're back. I'm back. Got a tornado warning here in Tennessee and a camera. It's actually pretty close to it. I don't really see much under it, but I think we shall keep this down here just for a little bit. We'll bring it up full screen in a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be Henderson, Lexington. You guys need to be in your safe spots. This is in Tennessee, Western Tennessee here, just to the, and also Jackson, Tennessee is also in this tornado warning as well. That area of circulation is here near Meaden. It's getting pretty close actually to trying to drop a tornado there in between Tag and Meaden. That could be on the ground soon. So Henderson and Lexington, you guys need to be in your safe spots. And yeah, that's what we're dealing with. There's not a whole lot of stuff happening in terms of dangerous rotations. Watching these storms out here, the lower level lapse rates are a little bit low, but this storm has been starting to rotate here in northern Alabama too. And that would be eventually heading towards like the northern Huntsville, South Hazel Green area, keeping an eye on these prefrontal storms initially here as well. Not only that, we also have we have some spin ups trying to happen over here. There's been some small areas of rotation. Nothing is really materialized out of them, but we're keeping an eye on this line of storms over there in Kentucky, northeastern Tennessee. But everywhere else in Tennessee so far, it's been pretty tame. I mean, we're not really talking about too much of a severe threat. We're mainly just watching this prefrontal storm right there, to be honest. Let's check back in here. Yeah, still waiting on the latest scan with this storm. But yeah, this is the view of this storm that is in Tennessee. This is pretty much directly in the center of this tornado warning. And it's raining. It's about all I can see. I think if there would be a tornado on this storm, it would be somewhere like on the left side of the screen, I think, because I think the base of the storm was off in the distance. So, yeah, you can still see the base of the storm back there. I'm not seeing anything definite in terms of a tornado on the ground. I mean, this camera's right here. It's right there, just to the north. It's literally like a mile away. But I don't think there's a tornado yet on this storm. Again, we're not seeing a debris ball just yet. Still a decent little area of rotation though, south of Meaden, heading towards Pinson, Henderson next. Guys still need to be in your safe spots there. Hello, hello. So that Selena was EF3. Yes, apparently so. No problem, Angela. No problem. Got a nice break, feeling a little bit of energy. So, hello. Yeah, other than this storm, we do have some severe weather also ongoing. Not over here, sorry. Over here in Arkansas. Let's go over to the velocities. Yeah, not a whole lot of rotation on these storms. A little bit of broad, kind of weak circulation here heading towards Monticello. Not overly concerned about that. Also have a storm kind of popping up all the way down here as well in Louisiana. No rotation on it, but it might go severe here in a little bit south of Winnsboro in Louisiana. Then we got this storm north of Shreveport as well. Yeah, mainly watching this tornado warned storm. This camera is right north of this. I don't know which direction it's facing right now, but I'm not seeing any power flashes yet, but that's what we're watching for. We're watching for power flashes, which would emanate from the ground with this kind of camera being the fact that it's dark outside and it's in night mode. They would look like little bright flashes from the ground. A little thing off in the distance. That's not power flashes. Those are, that's like some sort of radio tower back there. Hey, Janie, welcome, welcome. Is tomorrow a big day? Don't think so. It really shouldn't be, but there are some chances for tornadoes. Definitely kind of something that I'm going to be watching tomorrow as well. Latest scan here, still have a decent little area of circulation here, south and east of Meaden, Tennessee. Still kind of heading in the direction here of Henderson, Tennessee. There's your area of circulation. No debris ball on it still. So I don't think this is on the ground at the moment. Is that storm still a danger to Palmyra, Tennessee? I don't know where Palmyra is. Let me look at it. Palmyra. I think I spelled it wrong. How do you spell that? Palmyra. I thought I spelled that right. No, I didn't. All right, Tennessee. There it is. No, you're good to go. You can go to sleep there. But Clarksville, even Nashville is good to go here. We're mainly talking about southern Tennessee, western or eastern Tennessee, also northern Alabama and Mississippi as well. It's like that little area of rotation here is gone in and around 72. It's kind of heading towards Athens. We do have a camera in Athens. I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Yeah, still waiting on the latest scan here. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we got a tornado warning here in Tennessee. It's near Jackson, Henderson, and Lexington, Tennessee. Jackson, Tennessee, though, is good to go. You're good to go. But Henderson and Lexington still need to be in their safe spots. Is Justin still live? I think he is. I think I removed his stream. But I think he is still live. Let me check. Yeah, he's still live.
Warranty on your car? Yeah.
Bring him up. He's live in Arkansas. Not sure if he's on a storm or not, but we will certainly keep an eye on him. Thank you, Shelby, for subscribing. That was Selena Tornado Murrin. One got rated EF3. Can Florence go to sleep? Not yet. Chicken Noodle? Not yet. Still got a severe thunderstorm warning coming your way. 70-mile-per-hour winds possible. Okay, latest scan here near Henderson. Oh, that's on the ground, I think. Oh, hold on. Double check. I might not. That might have briefly touched down there south of Parkersburg or Parkburg. Yeah, that might have briefly touched down. There near Lowry Road. Might even still be on the ground there. It's kind of hard to confirm though. Let me just check. Yeah. That might have briefly touched down south of Parkburg. I'm not sure if it's still on the ground. Kind of looks like it's still on the ground. I need to wait one more scan. That debris signature wasn't very definite. So I'm like 70% sure that that was a brief tornado. You saw power flashes, you think, on that camera? Okay. Yeah, Henderson, Tennessee needs to be in their safe spots. This is coming your way. I think it just produced a brief tornado potentially. But I don't think it's on the ground anymore, or it's just lifting. I'm waiting on the next scan. Yeah, all of Henderson needs to be in their safe spots. Again, a safe spot is the lowest, most interior room of your house. As many walls between you and the outside as humanly possible. A tornado shelter or a basement that's underground. If you live in an RV, mobile home, or trailer, you need to be evacuating immediately and seeking sturdier shelter. Yeah, no problem, Jane. Still waiting on the latest scans here. They're still not in. What about Nashville? Yeah, Nashville's good to go to sleep. You guys are good. Storms are past you. Could be some storms still on the backside here. Might have a little bit of severity, but it'll be marginal at best. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah. Whatever that was, it's gone. It's not on the ground anymore. Yeah, it could have been a very brief touchdown there, just to the south of Parkburg. So if you guys know, like I'm hearing that we got some people here in Henderson. If you guys know anybody that live in between Parkburg and Deanburg, I just got a tornado watch issued for me. Yeah, check on if you got any friends or family or coworkers that live in between Parksburg and Deanburg. Yeah, let's go over that tornado watch really quick. All right. Oop, that's in Spanish. Veros tornados. No, never mind. Not even going to embarrass myself that much. Wow. They're even saying a couple strong tornadoes are possible here. Isolated hail up to ping pong ball size possible. Scattered gusts of up to 70 miles per hour. Still pretty dangerous. That's going to be for Bastrop, Vicksburg, Greenville, Columbus, Tupelo, Huntsville, and Albertville. And we might have just had a tornado there. I don't think it was strong, but still a decent little couplet here near Henderson. Still be in your safe spots there. Still a little couplet right in that area. Maybe another one trying to form on the leading edge here. Where am I? I'm in northern Alabama. I'm somewhere within this circle here. I got a storm nearby me. Keeps on exhibiting a little bit of rotation, but nothing overly concerning at this moment. We're keeping an eye on it, though. There for Athens. Will eventually track to the north of Huntsville. Hazel Green is going to have to watch out for that storm as well. It's really going to be our main threat. Well, no, these storms won't hit Jackson. They're past Jackson. Oh, Mississippi. Sorry. Um, you might have a storm close to you eventually. This one here. Keeping an eye on it. It really shouldn't be in a shear environment to produce a tornado, but I mean the shear is pretty vast, so we'll keep an eye on it. It's a little bit all by itself. If it can continue to sustain itself, we'll have to keep an eye on it. But for now, not really too big of a threat. All right, check the latest scans here. Yeah, that circulation is just about to move into Henderson. Please continue to be in your safe spots. Next in line is going to be Sweet Lips. Sorry. Jacks Creek, Middle Fork, Lexington, Regan, Cedar Grove, Sardis, and Darden. What a town name that is. What camera? That's this camera. That's here south of Jackson. It was kind of just to the north of the circulation. We were watching it just a moment ago. We've got another one down the line if we need it, but nothing like that's in the path. Maybe Waynesboro. If this thing continues to kind of go a little bit more to the south and east, That one near Waynesboro might give us a pretty good view in a little bit. Let's look at another one here in Savannah. Can't really see much from it, though. I don't think it's facing the right way. Yeah, circulation's probably in Henderson now, so continue to be in your safe spots. No debris ball so far. Does seem like that circulation is getting a little bit weaker, though. Hopefully it dies off. It might try to recycle, so down the line, definitely have to keep an eye on it. Hmm. Yeah, Clarksville can go to sleep. As a live cam, I don't think so. I don't think I don't think they do, and if they did, I don't think I'd want to look at it. I know you were, Colts. I thought it was funny though. Corinth. Yeah, eventually you guys are going to be getting this kind of outflow dominated part of this line. After that passes, you guys should be good. Still waiting on the latest scan here. That area of rotation is now in Henderson now, though. Is now definitely in Henderson. So continue to stay sheltered. Not seeing any debris in Henderson. Right in there. There's that area of circulation. About to push over to Cabo. Okay, so they've extended this now to the
A new
south and east.
tornado warning has been issued.
To the south and east, it's going to be for Liberty, Satilo, Bucktown, Enville, Jacks Creek, Sweet Lips, and Finger. This little region of Tennessee has got some weird town names. I'm just going to say it. But you guys need to go to your safe spots. Straight line winds. Yeah, there's straight line winds in this. The southern portion of this is warned for 70-mile-per-hour winds. It's Bethel Springs, Selmer, Walnut. Power outages could be possible there for sure. Florence, Alabama is looking pretty good right now, but we got some storms approaching eventually. You know, this will probably be severe all the way into like Huntsville, Florence, Corinth, unless it really starts to die down. Looks like they did issue a severe thunderstorm warning on that one storm here in Louisiana. Ping pong ball sized hail heading towards Wisner, Newellton, and St. Joseph. Is it
A
going to
new
hit
tornado
Clifton?
warning has been issued.
It could. Got a new tornado warning here in Arkansas. Guessing that's going to be for this area of circulation. Yeah. It's going to be for Monticello and Jerome. Monticello and Jerome, Arkansas need to be going into their safe spots. My God, I just realized I spelled traffic cam wrong. Fix my title. Yeah, still got a decent little area of circulation here, but that's now past Henderson, so you guys are good to go. Come out of your safe spots. Next in line is going to be Finger and Sweet Lips. It is Atlanta look at the moment. Looks good. Storms are pretty far away from Atlanta. Newark, Ohio. It's looking fine. Some storms up there, but no areas of strong rotation. So check back with this storm over here in Arkansas. Yeah, still a little broad circulation there near Monticello. I'm not overly concerned about that rotation, but it is in a favorable environment for tornadoes. So I still want Monticello and Jerome, Arkansas, and McGee to be staying in their safe spots. Let's see what this camera here near Savannah looks like. And you can just, oh, wow. That was a cool little lightning bolt there. But yeah, this is, not sure if this is facing towards the tornadic portion of this storm or not. So you can definitely see the storm when we get a good lightning bolt. You can see the very base of it down in this region here. What about Sandy Hook, Kentucky? Uh, I think you guys are well past. Yeah. Unless you live in this area of Kentucky, there's nothing coming for you. How much longer am I streaming? It just depends. Just depends on what happens. I mean, if we get a bunch of tornado warnings and we get a lot of confirmed tornadoes, then I'll be streaming for a while. If there's not that many, then it won't be a long stream at all. Just depends. Yeah, latest scan here, not a whole lot of rotation anymore with the storm. Seems like it's going through a cycling phase, getting a little bit outflow dominant at the moment. But again, Enville, Liberty, Satilo, and Bucktown need to be in their safe spots. I guess technically parts of northern Clifton need to be in their safe spots as well, but for the most part, looking good to go. Yeah, no problem. Take the Athens warning. Yeah, I mean there's some circulation in there still, but it's not like strong enough to concern me yet. Kind of a mess of a storm right now. We're keeping an eye on it. Still not overly concerned about that storm. The rotation is still looking kind of meager.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
A new tornado warning has been issued for parts of Kentucky. Not a whole lot of dangerous rotation with that. Let me check the storm relative velocities. Yeah, not exactly sure what they were thinking about. There's a little bit here near Jellicoe, but it's pretty darn weak. But if you live in Frakes, Yellow Creek, and KJ, just know we're watching it. Be in your safe spots there. Again, safe spot is the lowest. Most interior room of your house, as many walls in between you and the outside as humanly possible. What about Paintsville, Kentucky? Um, yeah, I mean, you got the line coming for you. Let me check the velocity signatures here. Yeah, not a whole lot in terms of dangerous rotations right now, but just keep your guard up. 60-mile-per-hour winds could eventually push towards you. Yeah, still a little broad circulation here on the northern side, still unconcerned, but sometimes these things can spin up fast, so Yeah, latest scan here, that little area of rotation that might have produced a brief tornado is gone, but I'm kind of starting to shift my attention down a little bit further south. We got 3 areas of circulation here near Finger and Bethel Springs that could eventually become a problem, especially this one near Bethel Springs. No debris ball on it right now, but definitely something I'm keeping an eye on. Okay, this camera's not going to be too helpful now, but this one here near Savannah, Tennessee, that could eventually give us a pretty darn. Oh, yeah. Wow. Did you guys see that? Almost the entire storm got illuminated back there. Yeah, we definitely have some sort of shelf cloud on this storm right now. Let's see if we can get one more good strike of lightning here. Man, there's one that just happened that illuminated the entire storm. This would be in the path of the circulations, but so we'll keep it up here. Man, it's just so hard to see. But yeah, it'll be on the bottom right here. Let me get Justin up. Justin is in Tennessee. I'm not Tennessee. He is in Arkansas. Not sure what storm he's on. Yeah, this one here near Bethel Springs is really the only thing out here right now with some rotation. That rotation, not really strong or consolidated anywhere further up to the north. There's a little bit back here, but it's very weak circulation. Still want everybody in their safe spots, though, just in case this thing tries to produce or try to produce more rotations. So, again, that's still Cedar Grove, Sardis, Enville. You guys are next in line. And down the line is going to be Liberty, Satilo, and Bucktown there in Tennessee. Let's come back down here a little bit further to the south. Yeah, not seeing anything too much there. Let's come back over here to this tornado warning here near Monticello. Trying to get some rotation started, but not overly successful at doing so. Definitely not overly successful. Which is good news. That's what we like to see. I still want everybody. Next in line is going to be McGee and Jerome. Guys are still in the path. Man, there's still some pretty good lightning bolts down there on the bottom left. Yeah, not seeing any dangerous rotation with this storm. Let me come back over here near the Huntsville region, check on this. Yeah, still multiple areas of rotation here. Just not strong rotation, thankfully. Still kind of struggling to get its act together. The environment out here is pretty favorable if these storms can mature. They seem to be upscaling pretty quickly, which means that they should struggle, but can't rule out a tornado with this storm still. But it's not really doing too much there. Thank you, ice cream for the 2. It should just be 1 round ice cream for Florence. Madison, Alabama. Northern Madison, Alabama is about to get impacted by that storm. Are you talking about Madison County or Madison? Like Madison, the city. Yeah, see this rotation is very broad, very diffuse reds. Barely can see them, and the greens are really weak. They're probably going to allow this tornado warning to expire here in Kentucky. What about Belzoni, Mississippi? I don't know where that is, but there's no storms anywhere in Mississippi except for up here right now. We're watching over here near like Hernando, south of Hernando. Mm, well, Madison City. Now, this is gonna go. Yeah, I think Madison. Yeah, Madison's here. This is gonna go to your north, but you got another storm to your south. It's gonna have a little bit of a better chance to try to get into like the downtown Huntsville region in Madison. Does anybody know where Justin is? How's Limestone County, Alabama? Limestone County's, I think, I forget, is it to the right? It's either this county or this county, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you guys need to be weather aware. Strong tornado can't be ruled out with some of these storms, especially these ones that are a little bit prefrontal, but they are not quite mature storms just yet. They're still in their beginning stages. Near Madison, yeah. Yeah, latest scan here that areas of rotation further to the south are kind of weakening too. There's really not anything really sticking out to me on this line right now as particularly dangerous rotations. But if you live in Cedar Grove, Sardis, Liberty, Satilo, and Bucktown, please be in your safe spots. Let's come back down here, southeast Arkansas, where we still have rotation here near Monticello that is pushing down to the south and east along Route 35. Still not seeing anything too strong or concerning here with this rotation right now. Got another area of circulation up here as well. Can't rule out a warning on that just because they warned this one, which wasn't really overly concerning to start with, but environment is there. We do have to watch these storms, so continue to be in your safe spots. Yeah, these ones really aren't doing too much. Let's come back up here a little bit farther north. You can see that there are some rain. There's rain in Ohio. That's it. That's all we're talking about. So anybody that's got questions in Ohio, that's going to be my answer. Lexington. Where's Lexington? I feel like there's a bigger city that I should know where that is. I don't know where Lexington is. Where's Lexington? I don't know. I don't know where Lexington is. Once we get like not as many tornado warnings, we'll hopefully be able to answer a little bit more in-depth questions. Yeah, still not seeing anything concerning with that. Let's come back over to here. We do have a view on this storm with this camera here. Getting some pretty good lightning strikes illuminating this storm quite a few times. So I'm not seeing anything under it that is really sticking out to me. Definitely some heavier rain there on the left side, though. But the situation in David's, I don't know, guys. I can't do like in-depth questions. If I know where the city is while there's tornado warnings, I will answer your questions, I promise. You know, if we can get a period where we don't have tornado warnings, I can answer more general questions. But just know if I call out your city, that's when it's serious. When I'm not talking about you, that means there's nothing really going on except for maybe some marginal severe weather. Yeah, still some circulations here, just to the north and west of Huntsville, Alabama. Not tight circulation, still unconcerning at the moment. We're keeping an eye on them. Definitely don't like the fact that these storms are, one, very close to me, and two, are a little bit more isolated in nature. So they extended the severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be for Waynesboro, Lawrenceburg. Hohenwald, and Mount Pleasant. And that's going to be for this portion of the storm. Oh, so Lexington is. Oh, there's Lexington. Yeah. So Lexington is in the northern warning here. You guys will be able. You guys can come out of your safe spots. That threat is long gone for you. Still got some strong thunderstorm activity happening around you, but that's about to subside here pretty quickly. Yeah, like Jackson, Brownsville, Lexington, Henderson. You guys are all good to go with this tornado warning now. Latest scan here really still don't have a good view on the storm. It does seem like there's some circulation trying to form right in there. It's just the radar is not really giving us a great view of that right now. Let me try coming from this one. Yeah, here's a better view. Yeah, so there's definitely some circulation trying to form on this northern edge here. It's not strong, but it's a little bit stronger than it was. So Jerome and north of Jerome need to be in their safe spots still. Yeah, man, these storms are really getting their acts together here in Louisiana. Come back here and check up on this Kentucky storm. Yeah, some areas of broader circulation here. Still not overly concerning at this moment. Looks like Frakes is yeah, Frakes is still got to be in their safe spots, but Carpenter and KJ are good to go. Still not seeing any concerning rotations with this line right now. Let's go check back with our webcam here. It's like Wind Dancer Media is eating Burger King or something. He's a storm chaser that's under me right now. Wow. Yeah, still a lot of lightning with this storm. Not really seeing any lowerings or anything under there, though. It's Florence, Alabama. Yeah, it's going to hit Florence. This line of storms is definitely going to hit Florence, Alabama eventually. You're going to get some sort of severe threat out of this, whether it's a spin up threat or whether it's just some damaging winds. It's definitely going to be pretty much impossible for you to miss any storms, although the rain over here is pretty weak. And that's currently heading towards Florence right now. So could just be some gustier winds, maybe not too much on the heavy rain end. Oh, that was a good strike back there. Yeah, that's the area I was trying to see. We haven't really gotten a good strike back there, but yeah, there's definitely some heavier rain back in there. Again, this is that camera we're looking at. But yeah, still no new circulations. It does kind of seem like something might be trying to wrap up here a little bit. But the circulation's still pretty weak on the southern side, but we're still keeping an eye on it.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Still want Saltillo and Bucktown to be in their safe spots. So we got an extension on this tornado warning. Again, not any strong concerning circulations with this right now. But they're extending this warning because there is some weaker circulations, and they're trying to give you guys as much lead time as possible just in case something does end up happening with those circulations. So if you live in Pineville, Meldrum, Middlesboro, Yellow Creek, and Barilla, just make sure you're in your safe spots there. Yeah, still no strong circulations yet with this storm here. It is going through some mergers at the moment. No major gust fronts or RFD surges with this. The storm back here near Decatur, 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, no circulation whatsoever on that one. It's kind of a weaker storm, but still could have some marginal severe weather in it. We're still keeping an eye on it. What about Hazard, Kentucky? I don't know where Hazard is. Oh wait, no, wait, yes I do. Isn't that the area that flooded? Isn't it like near like Corbin? Flooded not too long ago. I know it's somewhere in this area. Yeah, it's a really small town. I don't know. Oh, it's like Wind Dancer Media just ended their stream. It's all right. I think North Alabama storm will hit Chattanooga. Yeah, yeah. Kind of looks like it's trying to head there. And this thing kind of looks like it's trying to wrap up here. Okay, there's no rotation to back up that though, to back up that theory. I think that's just how it looks for now because there's a merger there, but definitely still keeping a close eye on this storm. A little bit biased though. I do live extremely close to that storm. So, also keeping it a close eye for me and my friends and my family. No problem, Appalachian Angel. Told you guys I would come up if needed, and it's been needed. Still no new concerning rotations here with these tornado warnings here. Satilo, Bucktown, I'd still be in your safe spots though, just in case something else tries to spin up. Check these storms back here real quick just to make sure there's nothing happening over here. Nah. Let's come back down here to Arkansas. Did seem like there for a second, yeah, there could still be some stronger circulation there. Right in this area, just to the west of Dermont. Live to the west of Dermont. Just make sure that you guys are staying in your safe spots and also in Jerome. As broad areas of circulation still haven't really tightened up to anything concerning here near Pineville. They did extend the severe. Oh, there's Hazard. Okay. They did extend the severe thunderstorm warning for Hazard, Kentucky. That's going to be for Hazard, Harlan, and Cumberland. You guys need to be indoors and away from windows. Marginal severe weather. You'll be perfectly fine as long as you stay indoors. That line of storms is about to pass into this camera here. There's a lot of lightning, yeah. A lot of lightning with the storms, a lot of wind, a lot of rain. A little bit of a tornado threat at this moment, but nothing overly concerning. Just a lot of potential. We'll just put it like that. There's potential with these storms, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Keeping a very close eye on them, though. We'll let you know if anything changes. It's pretty much all we can do.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued here for Montrose and Lake Village. That's going to be for this area of rotation here. Still not seeing any confirmed tornado on this, but there is a decent little area of circulation right in there. You can see that rain wrapping around just like that. Inflow of the storm is here. That's eating up that warm and moist air. It's hanging out around this area. Got that rain cooled air kind of wrapping up in like that. But and then right in there, there's your center of circulation. Pretty tight circulation. Seeing a debris ball, definite debris ball right now, but Montrose and Lake Village and Dermott now need to be going into their safe spots. Looks like they finally allowed that northern warning to expire there for Lexington. Let's come back over here to Kentucky. Yeah, Hazard, Cumberland, and Harlan. Storms are almost there. Over here with this tornado warned storm. Maybe seeing a little bit of circulation trying to pick up there. Maybe a little bit there as well, but still nothing overly concerning just yet. Keep our eye on it, though. Coming back over here to northern Alabama. Seeing a little bit of gust front surge near Hazel Green. A little bit of rotation trying to pick up there. Maybe a little bit more of an organized supercell. Not quite there, in my opinion. This one's pushing off to the east towards Decatur and Moulton still. Still nothing overly concerning with it in terms of rotation. Mainly just a marginal severe threat. Yeah, still no new areas of rotation here. They're probably going to let this tornado warning expire unless we get a new area of circulation. We are starting to see kind of deep into the storm now. My favorite place in Alabama? I like the beach. So, uh, probably Mobile or Gulf Shores down in that region. Dolphin Island. You over this tornado crap? I think we all are. I think we need to put Mother Nature in a sane asylum. That's what I think we need to do. A severe thunderstorm warning has now been issued for Florence, Muscle Shoals, Russellville, Phil Campbell, Cherokee. Guys need to be in your safe spots. Took a nap. Did you miss anything big? Maybe a small tornado. Maybe. That's about it. That would have been over here. Just to the south, or just kind of like to the north, I think, yeah, of Henderson, Tennessee, just a while ago. It's okay. Let's take a deep breath in Tennessee. You guys will be okay. We'll guide you through it, I promise. As long as you listen to me when I tell you and it's serious, you'll make it through. Yeah, it looks like the storm is about to pass over this camera. Yeah, we're watching Huntsville closely. Those prefrontal storms are definitely grabbing my attention. I think it's something that's worth keeping a close eye on. Jackson, Tennessee can go to bed, yes. Still decent amount of lightning. It looks like the wind is starting to pick up with this storm. Just a little bit.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Madison County, Alabama, huh? I guess this thing is starting to wrap up. Yep, a little bit. We do have a little bit of rotation here in northern Alabama now. It's going to be heading over towards New Market, Larkin, Still Fork, Bailey Town, and Princeton. High Top and Skyline also need to be in their safe spots. This is just to the south and east of Hazel Green. And thankfully, this time, I'm not in this tornado warning. This one's to my north, just by a couple of miles. Yeah, this I don't like the fact that this storm is rotating because it's in a good environment here for tornadoes, and the fact that this thing was able to mature enough to rotate that much is not good. So hopefully it's a brief rotation, and the models are and the observations are a little bit off, and things just don't line up. But it does look like this storm is going to try to do something. We now have 5 tornado warnings. Look at that. Tupelo, Mississippi. That's not going to be till later. Yeah, you still got a little bit of time. A little bit of time. You'll be all right. Just stay patient. If you want to, stay up. If not, just turn on weather radio and you'll be okay. Yeah, still waiting on the latest scan. I do want to wait one more scan for this storm because this is definitely one of our more concerning storms that we have right now. Then we'll check on the other ones. Yeah, no problem. Tuanina, or Tuania. Does Alabama usually get hurricanes? Not usually tornadoes. Nope. Well, we get them all. In fact, Alabama had one of the biggest tornado outbreaks ever recorded. I think it actually had the biggest. I think it was like 4 or 5 EF5s happened. Yeah, still some decent rotation here, nearing Fanning Crossing. Also over there just to the south of New Market. Right in here, there's that area of rotation, still pushing off to the east. No debris ball, thankfully. But we're still watching it. New Market, High Top, and Skyline still need to be in their safe spots. Let's come back up here to the north. Check on this storm here in Kentucky. Yeah, still have some broader circulation here near Harrogate. Still nothing overly concerning with that. Let's come back over here to Tennessee. Check to make sure that this thing's not rotating. This is where that camera is. Yeah, no new rotations with this storm. Still not overly concerned. Bucktown still needs to be in their safe spots. Let's come down here a little bit further to the south. Over here in southeastern Arkansas. We still have this little area of circulation here. Check it on the other radar. Yeah, still a little area of circulation there. Pretty decent, but broad. Not really tight or concerning yet. But Montrose and Lake Village, you guys are next in line. So please continue to be in your safe spots. Let's come back over to here. Do we have the latest scan yet? Not yet. We'll wait for the latest scan here for the storm. Again, Huntsville's to the south of this. There's not any concerning rotation in Huntsville. It's mainly up to our north and east. Rain on the cam. That's what we're seeing. Let me just double check we don't have any webcams in this tornado warning here. Yeah, we do not. Yeah, this is a camera view from the website or from the radar program. Yep. Can you go to sleep in Limestone County? Let me just double check where Limestone County is. We're getting a couple questions about Limestone County. No, wouldn't let your guard down just yet. You got the line approaching from your north. Could have a little bit of a spin up threat. As you can see, have a tornado warning associated with one. Oh, well, it just expired, but this thing does have the ability still to maybe produce tight tight and weak, tight rotations, and also maybe even a brief tornado is going to be possible. But the main threat here, I think, for tornadoes, maybe even some having the possibility still to be strong tornadoes, is going to be over here near Decatur, is to the east of Red Bay as well. No, this is not heading towards Ontario, Canada, unless Ontario, Canada has relocated to Georgia. Let's come back over here to Arkansas. Yeah, still a little bit of rotation in here. Still not seeing any debris with this storm. Still circulating, though. Line of storms around it is warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be heading towards Greenville eventually. Do want to check back in with these storms here just to make sure they don't really have too much of a capability to rotate. They really don't. We'll keep an eye on them, though. There is a little bit of shear down there. Come check back up here with the tornado warning here in Kentucky. These little areas of circulations keep trying to spin up, but they're still continuing to be broad and weak. Check up a little bit further north just to make sure we're not missing anything.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning here in Arkansas. They're not extending that other one, so it must be somewhere else. I figure out where. This one? Is that in Arkansas? I don't see it. Maybe that was a repeat. Might be the program messing up there. Oh, they issued it for this little... What the heck? They put another little tornado warning here. Why did they do that? They put a little tiny tornado warning in the tornado warning. That's why it confused me. Doesn't make any sense. They're like, just to let you know, again, Jerome, you need to be in your safe spots. Twice. Go into the safe spots inside of your safe spots, please. I have another little supercell on the southern end here. Also watching this one back over here. This little area of rotation south of Newmarket is still continuing to be there. It's just not necessarily strong. It's kind of weak. Not really that concerning right now. But there's that area of rotation. No debris ball is being indicated here. Tornado warnings are like onions. They have layers. Hefty inflow notch. Yeah, I mean it's decent, you know. But the thing is that there's just not a whole lot of rotation, so you can't really call it a healthy inflow. It's not really bringing up too much warm and moist air from the south, and in fact, we're starting to see some of that rain-cooled air kind of work its way into the storm. Still keeping an eye on the Huntsville area and to the east of Huntsville, just in case this thing tries to rotate. But so far, so good. Kind of a messy cell down there. They did officially allow this tornado warning now to expire up here in Kentucky. So we're dealing with 2 tornado warned storms. We need mods. It's okay. I'm watching the chat. The Kentucky people can go to bed. Yeah, almost the entire state of Kentucky can go to bed. There's just a very small sliver. The only people that still need to be weather aware in Kentucky is Harlan, Cumberland, Pineville, and Prestonsburg. That's it. Everybody else can get you those good quality Z's. Close your eyes and get some sleep. Very small little area there in Kentucky. This storm is really high precipitation right now. Thank you, Bill, for the 5. Is there going to be any prefrontal storms near Greenville, South Carolina? No. No, we're talking about a line of storms over there. We're just talking about a line of storms. Latest scan here. Still have a little bit of a gust front. Really not too strong of rotation there to the south and east of Newmarket. If you live in High Top and Skyline, I would still be in your safe spots here in northern Alabama. Still keeping a close eye on these storms over here north of Moulton, heading towards Decatur. They are still trying to organize. Let's see if we can get a view on these. A decent amount of lightning in these storms, which means that they are intensifying. Can Lincoln County, Tennessee go to sleep? Lincoln County, Tennessee, don't know where that is. So there's like a major city in there, let me know. But once these tornado warnings expire, if they do, we get a little break. I'll try to answer a lot more of your guys' questions. Yeah, well, thanks for the stream, Wind Dancer Media. Hopefully you had a good stream there. Yeah, I banned him. Yeah, latest scan here on this tornado warned storm in Arkansas. Mainly outflow dominated storm here. Not concerned about these rotations with it right now. A lot of these storms are outflow dominated. It's going to be hard for them to really do much. The only ones that I'm really concerned about are these guys. Down here in northern Alabama, we could definitely have an issue. If these things can mature and become a little bit more isolated, but they're not really that isolated. You can see that we're getting a lot of upscaling here, which is causing these storms to kind of all compete for the same environment. So I'm not overly concerned right now. Can you go to bed in Jackson? I know where Jackson is. Yes, Jackson can go to bed in Tennessee. Yes. Fayetteville, Tennessee. Yeah, Fayetteville still needs to be up for a little bit. Could have some storms coming your way. Might have a little bit of tornado potential, but it won't be much longer. Clarksville is good. Chattanooga needs to stay up for a little bit more. You going to bed in Rogersville? All right. You're probably going to get woke up, but you should be all right. Just watch out for those power outages. 70 mile per hour to 60 mile per hour winds could be possible with this line of storms that's going to eventually come into Rogersville. All right, let me check to see if we have another scan. We do. Yeah, mainly just a gust front here. Potentially a new area of circulation trying to form here. No debris ball on it, quite weak circulation at the moment. Does seem like it is trying to clear out that merger, though. Might have to watch for a new circulation a little bit further to the south. This cell here is looking interesting on the southern side of this. It's got a little bit more of a cleared out, uh, like it's not really dealing with too much of a merger problem. Could be something to potentially watch in the future, but there's no concerning rotation on it. Here, let me do something here really quick. We can all breathe a little bit easier. It'll keep the trolls out too, for the most part. So we just got an extension of a severe thunderstorm warning here for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's going to be heading towards Decatur, Priceville, Madison, Triana, and Athens. And no problem. Yeah, little area of circulation on the northern side died off. I'm not seeing anything overly concerning with the storm right now, but I still want high top and skyline to be in their safe spots. It's still pretty mature storm in a dangerous environment. They can, but it's less likely that they do. And chat rolls slower, so if a troll does actually do that much effort, or if it's like a bot troll, they don't know, bots don't know how to subscribe. Quite dead after that line of storms passed. Yeah, after the line of storms passed, it's going to be it. Ripley, Mississippi, can you go to sleep? Not exactly sure where Ripley is. We check back over here. Near Arkansas, I do think this storm needs a long time before it tries to spin up anything again. A little bit of a signal here, but I think we're dealing with a little bit of contamination there. We'll come back and check on it again in another scan. Storm near Oh, there's Ripley. Yeah, Ripley, Mississippi, New Albany, and Boonville. You guys are next in line for some 60-mile-per-hour winds. There's a tornado possible tag on this, but right now I'm not seeing any areas of concerning rotation. And it does seem like that outflow boundary is south of Ripley, so if a tornado did try to spin up, it would be on this very southern side, south of Ripley, and that would head towards New Albany. Let me check on the storms up here near Kentucky again. Oh, yeah. Whoa, what is this? A little area of some stronger circuit. Oh, okay. That was a jump scare. Okay, that's inflow. Jeez Louise, that scared me for a second. We're keeping an eye on this area of circulation, though, near clouds. They might warn that soon. Still not seeing any new circulation there near high top. Greenbrier? All right, fine. I'll try. I'll search in between scans, I guess. You guys seem to you guys sure do have a whole lot of questions. Greenbrier. Yeah, you guys need to be indoors and away from windows there. You got 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds coming your way. Watching this storm for some organization, maybe, but not overly concerned about it. Correct you if you're wrong, but once the line of storms passes, the severe threat is over, right? Yes. Yes. Unless you think this is a line. If you think that's a line, then no, you're gonna have another round after that. Fountain City 4. We've already looked at Fountain City. Don't scream at me in chat. Jeez Louise. Because someone spams something 1,000 times doesn't mean we need to give them attention. Fountain City does have a storm coming, but please do not ask questions with all caps. It's like it increases the chances of me ignoring you like by 10. So do not do that. It's just like when I read it, it's like you're yelling at me, and that's unfair because I'm the one giving you free information. And for you to yell at me and demand something is just stuck up and selfish and attention hogging. How many
A
tornadoes
new
have been
tornado
confirmed?
warning
Maybe
has been
one.
issued.
It is possible there was one a little while ago. He's got another area, our tornado warning here. Yeah, that's for that little circulation we were talking about just a minute ago. That's going to be for Tazewell, Allenthus Hill, Sneedville, Boone's Path, Kyle's Ford, Jonesville, Blackwater. You guys need to be in your safe spots now. I do think this rotation here is a little bit concerning. But so far, no debris ball yet. No debris balls, but we're keeping a close eye on it. But yeah, just make sure you're in your safe spots there. This is probably one of our more concerning rotations that we do have right now. This one back here still doesn't have any concerning rotation. Let me come back over here. That was just a little glitchiness part of the radar there. Still want Lake Village and Montrose to be in their safe spots, but I'm still not overly concerned about this storm. Do get an extension here of the severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1 inch hail. It's going to be for Cleveland, Indianola, Greenville, and Eudora. And check back in with the storms here just to make sure these guys aren't going to really do anything. Yeah, still doing pretty good there, I think. No, like I mean, it's still severe, but I'm not seeing any rotation with that, thankfully. Okay, starting to notice some rotations here near Phil Campbell. We do have a cam nearby, but I'm not. Yeah, we're unfortunately completely rain wrapped. Can't see anything there. Yeah, all of these little prefrontal storms do need to be watched. Every single one of them. We want to see them kind of merge together, kind of congeal together. We don't want to see them more by themselves. So if we start seeing storms that are more by themselves, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. But for right now, it's pretty good. It's fine to ask questions, just don't yell at me. I'm tired and a little bit cranky. I'm a human too. Don't yell at me. It's just weird. I still have an area of rotation there. Still heading towards Atlantis Hill. And that's northern Tennessee and southern Kentucky there. Chat's weird tonight because we ain't got no mods. I think Blondie's asleep. Probably E-Rev too. Might have to make help a temporary mod again. Still no areas of circulation here. We're gonna keep our eye on this storm right now. Right here in this area, there's that area of circulation. Still no debris ball on it. That is heading towards Atlantis Hill. Should go north of Toswell. But Boone's Path, eventually Jonesville, Sneedville, and Kyle's Ford definitely need to be in their safe spots. Am I safe? Yeah. Yeah, this tornado warning here is off to my north and east. Keeping an eye on these storms to the south. These ones are more going to be a problem for me than this one. So we don't have to go in my safe spots again today. Last time we had a tornado go through Huntsville, it was pretty scary. Let's come back over here to Arkansas. Yeah. Still not overly concerned about that storm. No new rotations. Still keeping an eye on it. Do kind of a broad Tennessee view here. Northern Alabama, Tennessee view. Lincoln Florence go to sleep pretty soon. Pretty darn soon. That part of the line that's going to be really causing some issues for Florence is about to come through. All right, Mark. Well, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, if you want to go to bed, that's fine. Just make sure you got like some way to get alerts. You can actually turn on EAS alerts. Just Google how to turn on EAS alerts on your phone. Make sure that they're on, and then make sure your phone's not on silent with your volume all the way up. And then if you get a tornado warning, it'll make a very loud and annoying noise. Or you can turn on Tornado HQ, turn on live alerts, and then turn your volume on high and whatever that is. And then that will also wake you up. Can you turn them off? Yes, you can. You can turn them off. Thank you, Ice Cream. I appreciate that. Make sure I get some rest. I'll get some rest eventually. I'll sleep when the storms are dead. So far, they're severe a little bit, but these ones are definitely upscaling pretty quickly. Might actually become a little bit of a flood threat if they don't really get on quick enough. But for right now, the only tornado warning here in Alabama is does not really have too much concerning rotation on it right now. It's going through high top right now, and then there's not really much after high top. It's a pretty unpopulated region over there. Right, coming back up to this area of rotation. So I still haven't seen a debris ball with this. It does seem like that area of circulation has kind of died off there, but still want Hopewell, Atlantis Hill, Sneedville, Kyles Ford, Hubbard Springs, and Boone's Path here in Kentucky and northern Tennessee to be in their safe spots. Did it officially allow that tornado warning to expire? down there in Arkansas. We now are down to 2 tornado warnings. Be nice if it did. I was worried about these prefrontals, but they're going to upscale this fast. They're going to become outflow dominant pretty quickly. Good night, Christine. Tired of the weather? Hey, I feel you. I get it. I think I'm even a little bit tired of the weather, and I love the weather. It's getting on my dang nerves, man. There's been a lot of bad storms lately, a lot of bad tornadoes, a lot of people getting affected. People need a break. Be nice to not have a big weather news story every single day. Fountain City is fine. There's nothing going on in Fountain City. Just a severe storm. Just be indoors and away from windows, and you'll be fine. I promise. You don't have to shake. Take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. There's no tornado threat for you. That part of the line is past you. You just got some heavier winds and rain coming. Okay, getting a new circulation here. Still no debris ball, but still got a couple little spinny things on the leading edge of this. Definitely needs to continue to be watched there for northern Tennessee. Yeah, and Chad's doing good. Ate a nice little snack. It's heavy here. Where? Love to hear y'all's storms reports. I really do like it. Just make sure you let me know where your cities are so I can know where that is. It's good. Try our best. Try our best. What about Birmingham? Birmingham do have
A
some
new
storms trying
tornado
to fire
warning
around
has
you,
been issued.
but nothing overly concerning right now. It looks like they also issued a tornado warning for the southern circulation now as well. Tornado on the ground with that one, but definitely two little areas of circulation. One here, one just to its south. Keeping a close eye on those. They're kind of moving a little bit to the south and east. Like this one right might not even be in this northern tornado warning for much longer, but that's going to be for Sneedville, Kyles Ford, Edison, Midway, and Stickleyville here in parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. I think you the fuzzy for the 5. I live in around Madison County. I live in Madison County. I'm comfortable saying that. Tornado warning in Alabama has expired. All we have left are these 2 tornado warnings up here. We'll try to keep a broad view. Just got a severe thunderstorm warning here near Chattanooga. It's got 1 in channel 60-mile-per-hour winds heading into South Pittsburgh soon. Do not like the way that this looks here near Skyline. Not a whole lot of rotation there, but it seems like this storm is trying to reorganize. south of High Top. Watch out for that storm there in Stevenson. I'd be prepared to go to your safe spot. The storm's in a good
A new
environment.
tornado warning has
Oh,
been issued.
well, hopefully you took those 3 milliseconds that I said to prepare to go to your safe spots and was preparing for that entire 3 milliseconds because now you're in a tornado warning. Time to get in your safe spots. That's going to be Cedar Grove, Rash, Old Fabius, Yucca, Sulphur Springs, Overlook, and Flat Rock and Liberty Hill. What I don't like about this storm, it's not necessarily the rotation. The rotation's pretty chill right now, but I don't like the fact that it's organizing a decent inflow with it. That means it's gonna have a lot of access to warm, moist air in the sheer environment that it's in. This thing could definitely try to produce not only a tornado, but a strong tornado at that. So just be in your safe spots there in Stevens, Alabama. This storm could be the real deal if it doesn't get outflow, if it's not too outflow dominant. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully that outflow continues to choke this storm off. Yeah, no problem. When's the storm's coming to Florence? Right, right now. Probably about 10, 15 minutes. Oh boy. Yep, circulation's getting a little stronger in there. Still no debris ball, but this thing is trying to wrap a little bit. And if you live in Cedar Grove, Rash, Stevenson, Haynes Corner, please be in your safe spots. Don't hear of too many tornadoes in Kentucky, but when you do, it's bad. You know, that is true. I mean, Kentucky gets a lot of smaller tornadoes, though, so let me check back up with these guys up here. Yeah, looks like this northern one broadened out, and this southern one is about to be outside of that tornado warning. They might extend this tornado warning a little bit like this, maybe for Rogersville there in Tennessee, is because the trajectory of this storm is going a little bit further to the south than what they probably initially initiate or anticipated. Let me check this camera here near Knoxville. Oh wow, some decent winds here near Knoxville. Shaking the camera around a little bit. Continue to be indoors and away from windows. Did extend this severe thunderstorm warning here for 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's heading towards Jefferson City, Morristown, and Bean Station. Keeping an eye on that. Let me see if we have any cams over here. Near Stevenson, I doubt it, but always got to check. Thank you, Carol, for the 10. Thank you so much. Well, from the UK. Yeah, thank you. There's a lot of y'all from the UK that watch my channel. I think that's pretty cool. The latest scan here still has some circulation in there. A little bit close to the radar, so we're not getting the full picture. But it does seem like that outflow is helping us a little bit here. But if this thing continues trying to jut out here, it will try to surge and drop a tornado. So still want Stevenson, Alabama to be in their safe spots. Have I slept at all? Since when? Bill Campbell storm is rotating. Yeah, there's a couple circulations in and around in here. See if we can get a view of any of them. There's a couple things back in there, but nothing that's like overly concerning to me. Yeah, a couple of circulations here. Not strong rotations, but worth keeping an eye on. Yeah, still a little bit of rotation here, but you can really see that outflow boundary still helping the storm. We got a merger kind of getting into the storm now, too. We got another prefrontal storm to its south. Probably try to merge up into there eventually as well. Let's come back up here to the north. Thank you, Michael, for gifting a membership. Thank you so much. Yeah, still have an area of circulation here near Bald Point, still staying in the southern portion of this warning. See, they've got some rain wrapping around something there. That's that rotation. Sneedville, Kyles Ford, Edison, Midway, Blackwater, and Stickleyville still need to be in their safe spots. Next in line, though, is going to be Bray, Xenophon, and Lawson Mill, Youngtown as well. Can Boonville, Mississippi go to bed? I don't know where that is, Sarah. Is there any bigger cities close to you? I'm really not trying to search around while we got a bunch of tornado warnings. We'll try to answer more questions if we can get these tornado warnings to expire, but a little bit busy right now. Hopefully you understand. I do know where Chattanooga is. Chattanooga, you're about to get this portion of the line. As of right now, it's packing 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail. You'll see what that ends up being like as it gets to you. Also noticing another little gust front surge here near Anderson. A little brie ball on that, but interesting. That tries to tighten up. They might warn that for like Orem, Kimball, South Pittsburgh. We got to keep our eye on those little surges. Still some weak rotations here near Phil Campbell. Not overly concerned about them right now. I think the most concerning storm is this one, south of the Decatur. As all the instability is down in here. This thing can tap into that, start to wrap around. It could become an issue for like South Huntsville, over there, like near the Gurley area. That line's about to pull into Florence. Not very heavy rain at all. Might still be some 60-mile-per-hour winds in there. See if we can get a view on it. Nope, blurry. Got this storm. Okay, so there's oh yeah, found Boonville. So yeah, Boonville is got 1.5-inch hail, ping pong ball sized hail. And 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be heading towards New Albany, Dumas, and Jumpertown next. So we do got a severe thunderstorm warning over here north of Jackson, heading towards Canton. Do got some thunderstorms in and around this area. No rotation, though. Can't rule out that hail and damaging wind threat, though. I need to be in the Dakotas soon. Yeah, as we get into summer, sometimes you guys get a few little NATOs. Did wrap up. I mean, we could be still talking strong tornadoes today or tonight. Yeah, another little circulation now forming near Rash. This one to the south, though, is kind of getting cut off. This thing is pretty outflow dominant right now. Pretty outflow dominant, which means it's eating cold air and not warm air. It wants warm air. So the cold air is kind of choking off the storm right now. Which is what we like to see. Latest scans with the southern portion of the storm. Still little areas of circulation in there. Not overly powerful, but still want everybody here near Sneedville in Tennessee to still be respecting the polygon. Hopefully all my Alabamians in chat get that. Thank you, Teresa, for the 10 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I get to keep all of that. So I appreciate that. Did you know YouTube can take up to 50% of your donation to my channel if you go through Apple? I find that ridiculous. And that was a James Spann reference. Yes, gust front up here to the north is not wrapping up, thankfully. But we do got to watch for circulations on the northern side of these little yellow areas, these bright yellow areas. Got to watch out for little things like this, where you see some darker red over that yellow. Then we've got some circulations we've got to pay attention to. We're not quite seeing that right now. Still want Stevenson, Alabama to be in their safe spots. These storms are still struggling over here. Check back over near Phil Campbell. Yeah, still good to go. Becoming kind of a mess. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see organized, discrete cells. We want to see mess. Lots of mess. They do take 30%, but apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently Apple takes 20%. Corinth, I know where Corinth is, I think. Yes, Corinth. That's north of Boonville. Looks like you guys are getting a pretty weak portion of the line, and the worst part of the storms are past you. You're gonna be A-okay there, I promise. I still got some storms coming through Jackson. They're piddly diddly though. What's happening with these storms other than that severe wind threat of 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards Hollandale, Indianola? Up here with these tornado warnings. Still maybe have a couplet here, but that's our last little remaining area of some stronger rotation. That's heading to the south of Sneedville. Edison will be next in line for that rotation. Down here a little bit further to the south, looks like this line of storms has gone into Jackson City, or Jefferson City, Morristown, and Bulls Gap and Newport here in Tennessee, in eastern Tennessee. Needs to be indoors and away from those windows, but you'll be perfectly fine from that as long as you do that. Tessa for 20 on Cash App. Thank you so much. Says for breakfast. Yeah, right. Got to start thinking about breakfast, don't I? Or no, that's oh wait, no, that's so Teresa paid me on Venmo and Tessa paid me on Cash App. I thought it was the same person. I thought they donated on 2 different apps. New severe thunderstorm warning there in Tennessee. That's going to be up here near Churchill, Gate City. It's going to be for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. So we got the latest scans here for the storm. There they are. Yeah, watching out here near Edgefield now. Seems like we're getting more of a QLCS thing here, more than like an actual like isolated supercell type threat. which isn't the best news, the fact that there is still a tornado threat there, but I go for QLCS tornadoes over a discrete supercell tornado any day, as they are way different. The QLCS ones are usually briefer and weaker. Thank you, Ryan, for the 250 on Venmo. Bum, 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 bum. I hear lightning. I hear the thunder coming. It's coming for me. Hey Evan, can you check out Madison County, please? Hold on, I gotta ask Evan if he'll check out my county. Yeah, this thing's not really got any areas of rotation on it. It keeps trying with those little gust fronts, but this one's losing its rotation as well. Which I'm okay with that. I'll just put myself in y'all's shoes. I'm not scared of storms or tornadoes. So I'd probably never ask anybody a question. And if I ever had any questions, I'd look myself. If there's ever a tornado near me, I usually just film it. Just hop in my car and whip out a camera. Yeah, no new circulations here with this tornado warning. Let's go look at the severe thunderstorms. Yeah, all these storms up here are non-severe. A little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, especially over here near Charleston, West Virginia. That's about it. No areas of circulation. This area has been continued here for a tornado warning, but they did not extend it. Which means as of right now, they're not overly concerned about it, but they still want people to be in their safe spots near like Liberty Hill and Overlook. Lightning's getting louder. Over here near Huntsville, we're expecting a 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's heading through Triana right now. Going to be going through southern Huntsville near Memorial Parkway, and the New Hope Owens Crossroads area there too. Got another storm over here near Moulton with 1-inch hail in it. I'm not seeing a whole lot of dangerous rotations in these guys right now, thankfully. Coming up here to northern Mississippi, looks like this has now moved through Dumas. Don't be a dumbass and be indoors and away from windows. New Albany, Baldwin, and Boonville still need to be indoors and away from windows too. Got a severe thunderstorm warning down here as well. That's going to be for Eudora, Hollandale, Inverness, and Indianola. I'll be coming towards you shortly, probably within the next 10 minutes max. Canton, Mississippi, getting a storm. Mainly damaging winds and 1 inch hail is going to be possible. Yes, I will be doing coverage with for hurricane season. We'll be doing lots of forecasts, coverages, all that kind of stuff, and calling out all the fear mongers out there. Since we do have a lot of people in chat, this right here, anything that looks like a hurricane on a thumbnail, that's like behind this line with a line pointing at a state. That's like the worst forecaster in the world. Do not click on those videos, please. Those guys are they're just hoping you fall for that bait. You're like a fish in the ocean, and they're throwing that fishing rod, that bait out there with that arrow pointed at your state. When the thing is so far away, it's like impossible to predict. And they throw that little bait out there, and you're sitting there, and you're like, oh, there's a hurricane coming to my state. And then they get you. Watch out for hurricane season. That's going to start going rampant here soon. As soon as we get just a little tiny chance for a hurricane, it's going to be people are going to be like, major hurricane is going to smash and destroy Florida. And they cover themselves and they go, question mark? No, it's fine. I didn't say it was going to happen. I put a question mark under there. It's fine. Yeah, still no rotation with this. I do believe they're going to allow that to expire. As long as we don't get any little spin ups. This one, same thing here. Kind of a line of storms, non-tornadic right now.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning in Jackson, Alabama. They're warning this thing. This thing here. Which is anticyclonic. That's going this way. This is going this way. Okay. Bridgeport, according to your safe spot, if nothing happens, consider it as practice. That's all I gotta say. There's no dangerous rotation on that storm near you. Just some gustier winds. It happens. I don't know why they do this sometimes, but it happens. You know, sometimes you just gotta go to your safe spots, even though you don't wanna. Even though you don't wanna. Keep an eye on it. Just go to your safe spots again. If nothing happens, consider it as practice. It's good to get the practice in. Who knows? This could be your last time you get to practice going to your safe spots. Whitewell, Tennessee, light rain. Yeah. Things come to Huntsville, point out specific areas. I know. I am very familiar with the Huntsville area. Nothing's concerning for Huntsville. If anything were to happen with this storm, it'd be to the south. It's getting some thunder out there. I can hear it right now. I'm indoors and away from windows, and I haven't died. So as long as you do that, and your severe thunderstorm warnings, the same thing will happen for you. Yeah. Still no new circulations here. Yeah, still some broad circulation with this storm. Very broad and weak right now. We're still keeping an eye on it. Jackson, Mississippi. Yes. Do you got some storms over there? They're non-severe, just some rain, lightning, and wind. I wouldn't rule out them having some severe characteristics, though. They're kind of on the edge. Maybe some 60-mile-per-hour winds could be possible, but again, just be indoors and away from windows. Nothing concerning about this except for those damaging winds. 60 miles per hour. Haven't heard anything about Knoxville in a bit. Any updates? Uh, yeah, I got a great update. Go to sleep. This tornado warning in Tennessee has officially expired. The only one left is here in northeastern Alabama. It's kind of crazy to think about, though. I really do feel like James Spann got me into this, like big time. Without James Spann, I don't think I don't think I think I'd still be interested in weather, but I don't think I would have ever been interested in broadcast. Is Huntsville okay to sleep? No. Just hang out for a little bit longer. Hang out for a little bit longer. You got this part of the storm, and then you got a line coming through. Decent amount of rain could be possible too, but hey, no spanning in chat. Yes, James Spann is awesome. He's he still does live streams. He does live streams on YouTube every now and then. I'd love to do like a collab or to be on Weather Brains. One of these days, I'm gonna wear suspenders on a live stream. That is happening soon. But only when needed. Only when things get serious. I think I'm gonna carry on that tradition of James Spann. Yeah, he does live weather briefings every day. Was 2011 bad? Yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst year for tornadoes ever. Yeah, you can see the circulation is still broad and unconcerning here. They're probably gonna let these tornado warnings expire here shortly too. Hey, you gotta take the sports coat off, roll up the sleeves, reveal the suspenders. That's when you know it's serious. More effective than a tornado siren. Is Pulaski, Tennessee good? It's Pulaski. Let me see if it's out in front of the line at all. Screw it. I'll search it. Pulaski, Tennessee. Yeah, you good. You're really good. Just got some rain. Tornado sirens are freaky, but they're freaky for a reason. Tornadoes are serious. You want to be, you want to be snapped into reality. You know, you're going about your daily life, nothing's really happening. All of a sudden, you get a tornado warning. You need something to kind of cut through to you real quick to get you act as soon as possible. There could be a spin up northeast of Triana. Nah. There's a little bit of rotation trying to develop, but a spin up is a tornado. That's not a tornado. There is a gust front trying to form there, but it's not that strong. There's no strong rotation in there or concerning. We're keeping an eye on it though, I promise. Woke up to a tornado siren in Murphy, North Carolina yesterday. Wow. That's always scary. You're not really like awake enough to like really react, and all of a sudden you get a tornado warning and you gotta like process all of that stuff. Just giving a that's what I told you guys. It's really not that big of a deal with this line. 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's not going to be in every. Also, one thing I think that is not communicated good enough is that 60-mile-per-hour winds are not going to be in every little spot of this storm. It's just going to be isolated spots. Not every single person is going to get 100% 60-mile-per-hour winds. Some people are going to get more, some people are going to get less. It's just kind of a warning to say, hey, 60-mile-per-hour winds could happen in this storm. Just make sure that you're indoors. That's really all you need to do. Especially for marginal severe weather. Once you get higher than 60, you're going into 70, 80-mile-per-hour winds, then you're really talking about, power outages and extreme danger, hail over 2 inches. You're talking about, a lot of damage to cars and stuff. But 60-mile-per-hour winds in a storm is very manageable as long as you're indoors. Still no new rotations there with that. Uh-oh, Mama Fry's awake. Let's do the. How about as a derecho? Like, what can they do? They can do a lot. What did she say? Oh, oh no. The Owens Crossroads area is got a lot of rain. A lot of rain in there. A lot of rain, heavy winds. No severe warning for that Owens Crossroads area. What's the tornado risk for Pennsylvania tomorrow and Tuesday? I think I still have that up. Yeah. So tomorrow, a little 5% risk. It's going to be for Scranton, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, and Richmond, and east of Raleigh. So a little bit elevated. Cannot rule out a tornado. Like power out for a weekend. They can be very, very destructive. A little windy outside. Thank you, David. Western North Carolina. Got some storms, maybe a little bit of severity possible. Does seem like the tornado threat is starting to die off with this portion of the line, though. Still seeing some areas of surges, especially over here near Newport, but we might have to watch for maybe a little bit of a tornado threat there. That's going to be going into like Western North Carolina. Or wait, I was talking about Virginia up there. Sorry. Yeah, Western North Carolina is over here, so yeah, maybe a little bit of a tornado threat still. Oh, the thunder's getting close. Yeah, they're gonna let this tornado warning expire. There's no reflectivity spike here. That could be something there north of Castle Heights. I gotta wait one more scan. Is Florence good to go to sleep now? Chattanooga is now in a severe thunderstorm warning for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. As long as you're indoors and away from windows, you will be a-okay from that storm. Also, just extended this warning here for Fort Oglethorpe and Chickamauga and Lafayette there in Georgia. Also, just got an extension over here for this severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be for Rolling Fork, Anguilla, and Silver City here in Louisiana and Mississippi. But these storms are still going down here. Not a whole lot of rotation with them. Yeah, no problem. Jacksboro, good to go sleep. Where's Jacksboro at? I'm not sure. I don't know where Madisonville is. Stop. Don't put that many question marks. I don't know why that also feels like screaming. Like pick it. Like I don't know where that is. That's why I haven't answered you.
A new
Ooh,
tornado warning has been issued.
really? You're gonna put me in a tornado warning for that? Now it's personal. Just kidding. That's crazy. There's not a speck of rotation on that. I ain't even gonna flinch. I ain't going to my safe spot for that. No, sir. But Gurley, Paint Rock, Woodville, Pleasant Grove, and Ryland should be in their safe spots. I hear the sirens. Oh, got the EAS alert. Mom's probably freaking out. Keeping an eye on it. We're watching for increase of rotation. Man, if this thing drops a tornado, it's going to go right over me. This one's not going to miss me. There's a little bit of a surge here. Mom's probably about to bust in here like, what should I do? Yeah, our safe spot's underground. We're good. If it does try to form anything. Little bit of a surge there near Region Forest. It's not very strong rotation. Definitely not a tornado on the ground, but keeping an eye on that. It's definitely going to go south of Huntsville, though. But anywhere near like Gurley, Paint Rock, Woodville, Pleasant Groves should be in their safe spots. That's crazy. This is the second time I've been put in a tornado warning live on stream. Sirens are a blaring. And the thing is, there's not too many tilts on this radar. You can't go too high up. Storm relatives not looking overly concerning either. It's just kind of the same pattern. They're warning it mainly for the environment of what could happen. But as of right now, there's nothing overly concerning with this rotation. I mean, if it gets close enough, but there's so much lightning with this storm, I really don't want to go outside. She's going to her safe spot. Better hurry up. I would go down. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but I'm watching it. Okay, that's fine. Take Chaz. Sure. I'm not going in my safe spot. Not for this rotation. I'm not. If I see it actually look like it's a tornado imminent, I'm gonna go into my safe spots. That's just a gust of wind heading into Cherry Tree. But it's in an environment that could eventually see this storm try to rotate. If you live there near Gurley, Paint Rock, Woodville, Pleasant Groves, be in your safe spots. Just not gonna do it over me, I don't think. You're telling James Spann I'm not respecting the polygon? That's not fair. James Spann was also talking about, minimizing false alarms. So that'd be my clapback. Can I go to bed? I'm at Jacksonboro, Tennessee. I don't know where Jacksboro is, Jonathan. I got a tornado warning on me. I gotta focus. Playing chicken. I mean, it seems dangerous, but there's really nothing concerning me right now. This is not a tornado imminent storm.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
What the heck? Yeah, tornado warning going this way, tornado warning going that way. Probably about to get a tornado warning going this way. We got a line merging with a supercell here. A warning it for these little areas of circulation here. It's going to be for Skyline, Pleasant Grove, Scottsboro, Hollywood, Langston, and Section, Paint Rock, and Gurley need to be in your safe spots for that one. I feel like I'm getting pranked. I'm almost under 2 tornado warnings at the same time. Yeah, that's going to be for these little areas of rotation here. I got to watch my north and my west. It's looking interesting south of Chase. Interesting to see how these storms interact with each other. I am surrounded, yes. I am surrounded. I got two tornado warnings on me. Can we make it three? Just saying. None of them have tight circulations on them, but I'm keeping a close eye on them. That original warned one has now zero rotation. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about what's coming up from the north here. Could get some tighter little circulations within here, maybe. It's kind of a weird interaction with these supercells. It's got this sinking boundary here, but we'll see what ends up happening. James Spans in the NWS. Like I said, I ain't scared of no storms. Definitely not scared of these rotations right now. I'll let you know when the rotation's at the point where I'm like, okay, time to get to my safe spots. I'm sure he did. He knows where I live. Still no areas of organized concerning rotation with these storms right now. Keeping an eye on this little spot here south of Huntsville. No debris ball though, so that's good. I'll send him a Twitter message. I'll send old maximum velocity, old minimum velocity. Ooh, that was a close thunder. Did y'all hear that? That might have been close enough for y'all to hear. Lost power in the harvest area. Oh no. Yeah, these might be strong enough to knock out some power. Just put on your suspenders and everything will be all right. Yeah. And that original rotation that they warned is gone. But this one right here is still catching my eye here, south of Huntsville. They're all pretty weak circulations right now. None of them are producing debris balls. But Lily Flag, Gurley, Paint Rock, Woodville, Pleasant Grove. I'd still be in your safe spots, but mainly for this northern threat that's coming down to the south. Also over here, same with Pleasant Grove, Skyline, Hollywood, Scottsboro, Langston section. You guys need to be staying in your safe spots, mainly for this northern section here. Got a weird boundary interaction happening here. But I mean, none of them have spun up any tight circulations yet. So I'm not insinuating that that boundary interaction is going to do anything tornadic. We're just watching it, and until it passes, be in your safe spots. Everybody be in your safe spots, except for me. It's not really a merger, it's just a cold front. Cold front sinking down into some prefrontal cells. Still waiting on that latest velocity scan. Yeah, I mean, there's no rotation on any of these that are concerning right now. Just very broad, very typical. Winds going this way in front of a cold front, and winds going this way behind a cold front. I think they're a little paranoid because of the environment, which is understandable. There's a decent amount of shear over northern Alabama. The live stream in a helmet, I think that would cause more problems than would solve. Yes, do as I say and not as I do, please, because I storm chase, so I do not advise you to go storm chasing a tornado unless you know what you're doing. That's what I would normally do in this situation if I wasn't busy, but I honestly wouldn't even chase this. I just don't see anything worth chasing. Maybe a circulation trying to get started over here near McMullen Cove. Still very weak, unconcerning rotation, but keeping an eye on it. That's really the only area that's really sticking out to me. Let me check storm relative. Yeah, right in that area, the main area. Yeah, Owens Crossroads needs to be in their safe spots too. Albertville. Okay, thank you, Sherry, for the 20. Albertville, which is south of Gunnersville. You guys are good for now, but eventually this line will come down there. But again, this is not some line that's been producing tornadoes or anything. It's just, environment's pretty ripe here for tornadoes. And we got a little cold front interacting with some supercells, and I think they're being really precautious here in issuing these tornado warnings without any real dangerous rotations on them. I think it's been up fast potentially, so I would still be in your safe spots there in Gurley, in Scottsboro. And no problem. I'll let y'all know.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued for this storm here near Gunnersville, Lakeview, and Geraldine. You guys need to be going to your safe spots. Same kind of thing. We got another boundary down here. Not a whole lot of rotation yet. We're keeping an eye on it. Definitely keeping an eye on it. 24-hour stream. Only if you do it with me, Max. I'll put you under me and we could chat it up. But ain't no way I'm doing a 24-hour stream alone. Absolutely no way. Not going to bed. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, these storms really don't have too much rotation with them. This one, though, I'm still watching near Gurley. No debris ball. They're just being really cautious. So, you know, the environment's there. That's why they're warning them. That's it. But yeah, it'll probably be similar to last night. It's kind of what happens sometimes at the end of these severe events. The NWSs get a little bit paranoid, especially with we got a tornado watch over us with the potential for strong tornadoes. Oh yeah, yeah. That QLCS one was that one spooked me out a little bit, and I mean that more discreet storm, yeah, it spooked me out a little bit. Tried tried for a little bit, and then that was it. And then they warned it for 8 years afterwards. But yeah, that's what we're monitoring for quick spin ups, but there hasn't been any evidence of any yet. But we do have a couple little areas here of some weaker rotation there and there. So broader rotations here, but until one of these strengthen, I'm not going to really sound the alarm for imminent tornado yet. But I do still want Hollywood and Woodville, Paint Rock, Grant, Langston section to be in their safe spots just in case. Yeah, Bar Alaska can never sleep again, Michael. Well, Ryan has a family, guys. Come on. You can't get mad at him for ending a stream at 12. He's literally has a newborn baby. That little area south of Gurley is now pretty unconcerning. In this new area down here, like this warning down here again, no areas of circulation along there that's sticking out to me as concerning either. Oh my gosh. My local weather app just now told me I have a tornado warning for my area. A little late. Yeah, gotta seek shelter after the threats passed. There's actually a tornado on the ground. I and like that was my only way to get alerts. Would not be alive. Gonna send them a strongly worded email. Yeah, anywhere like in like Lily Flag, Huntsville, Ryland Acres, Cherry Tree, Hampton Cove, McMullen Cove, Moontown, Gurley, Garth, Trenton, Little Nashville can all come out of their safe spots. Skyland, Pleasant Groves. You guys are all safe. You're probably gonna be safe out in front of this line too, but I still want you guys to be in your safe spots just in case. Environment is still technically there, although it's extremely capped, which is one of the things that are keeping these storms at bay. But there's a decent little shear environment. I mean, we're talking good 30, 35 knots. So still could get some surprises. So if I didn't call it your area, please still stay in your safe spots. I've done that like four times already, Marin. There are times when max velocity outlasts me, and then he'll be live, and I'll send my viewers over to him because you know he knows what he's talking about. He knows how to read radar. I can't just send my viewers anywhere because I don't want to send them to somebody that's gonna like put my audience at danger. I will admit, Max, I do check your streams on like the sneaky tornadoes to see if you catch them, and you always do. So that's why I trust. I check other people's streams and they're like over here. Like they don't even notice that it even happened. Yeah, it happens. I don't know what causes that. I think it's more of just like I'm not sure if like sometimes people at the NWS that like issue warnings like if they go to the restroom sometimes or if they just don't believe that it's a tornado on the ground. Because like what confuses me is how they warn this, right? They'll warn this, but then sometimes they miss a tornado, like obviously on the ground. It's like their priorities seem to be like this seems like a theory more than a threat. Like someone in the NWS office is like, okay, here's what's going on. We've got increased wind shear. We got a seeking cold front, multiple supercells out front. My theory is that these will start to cause tons of tornadoes. I'm warning everything, warning every area. And they sit there, they're like, yep, it's gonna happen soon, any moment now. That's how I see it for some reason. I don't know. It's a good theory. Definitely some weird storm interactions going on here. Still seeing some increased, or not increased, but a little bit of rotation here south and east of Paint Rock. Check, yeah. Still no debris balls on this.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued for this storm here. It's the same deal. Sinking cold front, no real area of organized rotation. That's going to be for Union Grove, Arab, Baileyton, Fairview, Holly Pond, Douglas, and Albertville. We're watching the storm. You guys should go to your safe spots just in case these things do try to spin up. But they haven't so far, thankfully. No, Max, you're wrong. It's not the chemtrails. It's the solar flares. It's the solar flares. 'Yes, 5G towers as well. Yep, yep, yep. It's all there, man. It's all there. How do you not see it? It's all there. I got it right here on my whiteboard. The connections, dude. 2 Tupelo does have a storm nearby. It's like it's outflow dominant. You can see the outflow boundary pretty clearly. So these storms are riding in stable air. Not really concerned about a tornado threat for them, but there still could have some severe winds. Does seem like though that they might not be extending this further down to the south. But this area right here is the part that's warned for the severe winds heading towards Marietta and Belmont next. So I don't think they're going to extend it down to the south, unless we get another storm back here that is packing a little bit more winds. Flat Rock, Alabama. Oh, Chattanooga. Chattanooga's got a storm heading towards Cleveland. Looks like Chattanooga's out of it. A little bit of a gust front here. Might have to watch for a spin up on the northern side, but we've been seeing this happen a lot today or tonight, and nothing's materialized out of it. But solid gust front here. Sometimes you get spin ups, but that would happen away from Chattanooga. Chattanooga is pretty much good to go for the rest of the night. Yeah, you guys are good. Get you some sleep. Scottsboro just got scary. Yeah, there's some stronger storms in Scottsboro for sure. But Scottsboro is past the tornado threat here. And again, still no noticeable areas of strong rotation embedded in this line. Strong winds, though, for Scottsboro, it seems. Potentially up to maybe almost 60 miles per hour. This is pretty close to the radar, too. So this is almost accurate. Probably like 40 to 50. Could be some instances of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in there as well. Huntsville's good to go. Well, Collinsville, Alabama would be fine. Trying to go to Disney with Max. Does Disney even have roller coasters? I'm trying to remember. Isn't Disney like that? I know there's an amusement park that is like Disney has like a bunch of I think it's Disney the ones that have like the weird things where it's like just like Star Wars and stuff. Yeah, Owens Crossroads is good. I haven't gone to an amusement park in so long. Boaz, it's north of Gunnersville, I think. Oh, it's on 431. Maybe it's south of Gunnersville? Is it really that? Oh, it is. It's really that far south, I guess. Yeah, Boaz is just outside the tornado warning, but you guys are in a warning here for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Somehow, out of all the cities in Alabama, it's Boaz that has the camera. There's a really good barbecue place in Boaz. It's like a little small building. It's so good. This is the live view of that storm that's sinking down to the south. Tron roller coasters. Is that fun? Y'all are mean, man. Y'all keep pressuring Max to do the gritty for your own personal enjoyment. Enjoyment caused by his embarrassment. Y'all asked Max to do the gritty so much. People have been coming into my chat trying to get me to do it, and I'm like, what the heck's a gritty? Is that like from McDonald's? How do you do that? I'll eat a McGritty. Got it. No, I ain't doing all that. Wait, no. Okay, whew. Max is past. This is not happening. It's not happening. I ain't giving y'all the satisfaction. And in fact, help time everybody that asked me to do the gritty out for 10 seconds. 20 gifted for Gritty. Time max out. He said Gritty. Putting him in timeout for 10 seconds. Boom. He thinks he's above the law. If I ever show up in Max's chat again, he's gonna ban me. Little areas of circulation here, not concerning, but keeping an eye on them here south of Belafonte. But again, still no concerning rotations other than those two little areas, and that's not concerning yet. It's just kind of some rotation. Where did Max go? I don't know. It's almost like he got like timed out or something. You live in Mountain Borough, Alabama. Should you be asleep? Or should you be concerned? Mountain Borough. Boaz. Wait, Mountain Borough's in Boaz. Or it's close. Yeah, you should definitely be keeping an eye out. Storms are coming. We got a camera right here looking at the storm. Fine, I'll do the gritty. All right, I'm gonna go do the gritty, guys. I'm gonna go do the gritty. Did y'all see it? Did you see it? It was epic. Got him. Nothing gives me more pleasure than trolling Max's chat. Nothing gives me more pleasure. Uh, nah, he's not pissed. He understands it's a joke. He's probably going to sleep. Weather group after dark. Oh, now that's a good idea. After dark streams. Oh no, he missed it. Oh well. Thank you, Timothy, for the 10. Yeah, still no concerning rotation with this. People that are okay from the storm right now is going to be New Hope and Grant. People that still need to be in their safe spots is Arab, Gunnersville, Albertville, uh, Douglas, and Lakeview. Lots of lightning with these storms. They are loud. You and Max should team up somehow. I don't even know how that would happen because he wants to stream on his channel. I want to stream on my channel. I don't know. Maybe like a collaboration on a forecast. I'd make a forecast video with Max, maybe. But then, like, whose channel would we post it on? It's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, it's over for Huntsville. Just still some lightning. I wouldn't go outside, you know. try to catch raindrops in your mouth. I'd still be indoors because there's still probably some lightning. But yeah, the severe threat's over for Huntsville. Both of you stream together on both of your channels. How's that even work? How would that even work? Roundtable of Max Ryan discussing the biggest outbreaks in the last few years. It's not a bad idea. I've done that once already. Boaz is just outside the tornado warning. And we got a cam from Boaz here. We've been watching the storms. I've already done a roundtable with some chasers. I'd be interested to do it with some forecasters and nowcasters too. It's really fun. You get to be chill. You don't have to talk about tornado warnings. You get to joke around. And it gets a little serious and a little sad sometimes because you're talking about past tornado outbreaks. But for the most part, it's pretty chill. Sharing info about the streams with each other. I don't know. It's a pretty competitive space. I'd be down. Nice storm is rolling into Bristol, Tennessee. Yeah. If I zoom out here, you can see that we still do have some severe weather out here. Again, all of it's pretty marginal at this point. We're mainly talking about 60-mile-per-hour winds. It'll be loud, but that's about it. Essentially, why these severe warnings are issued, even for this kind of marginal severe weather, is so you're not outside. Perfectly survivable storm if you're inside and away from windows. If you're outside, however, it's crazy. I'm not sure if you guys have ever been outside for a full severe thunderstorm, but it's crazy. He could be a window in his stream, and he can be a window in mine. But like, what would he like? So that's the thing. Like, what would like? How would like that doesn't make any sense because he's going to be covering the same warning that I'm covering, and we're both pretty darn good at reading radar. So it's not like he's going to pop in and say anything that we don't already know. Or I couldn't like go over there and say something. You host Max's channel while he does yours. That wouldn't work either. You guys got to get more creative. Because again, like I think it's a good idea, but like just like how it's done is that's the hard part. How it's done in a way that actually makes sense. Like what would Max pop in here and say? He'd be like, "Wait, do you see that tornado warning over there?" Like, yeah, we're looking at it. Did you see where the rotation is? Yes, it's right there. Yes, yes, yes. It's like he can't provide any information that I don't already know, and I can't provide him any information. It kind of sounds like Elvis, like a nerdy Elvis. I call him Nelvis. Weatherman boxing. There we go. Me and Max Velocity can box each other. Genius. That's a collaboration I want. Nelvis Maximus. Lure him with cheese curds. Yeah, you can get Max to do anything for cheese curds. I keep telling him like they're nasty. They sound nasty to me, but he loves them. He loves them. Yeah, still monitoring for rotation with the storm again. Not seeing anything overly concerning right now. I still want Arab though, and Gunnersville and Albertville to be in your safe spots just in case the storm tries to do something nasty. All right, where's this camera? We gotta keep checking in on this camera. It's got a nice view of the storm. Do a forecast collaboration and post on both channels. That wouldn't work. I don't think, because then people would get recommended technically the same video. That is a good camera. Noticing a little something here north of Arab. Still pretty broad and weak, but it seems like it might be trying to do something there, or it could just be some winds moving on the backside of that frontal boundary as it becomes more outflow dominant, but we're still keeping an eye on it. We just finished the video. Yeah, I remember the late night for the early morning video grind. Click-through rate goes crazy in the morning. I do not know what causes that. Y'all be waking up too early. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back though, but I've obviously screwed it up again. Waking up by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. When are those storms even supposed to fire tomorrow? I didn't even check the models for tomorrow. Well, they just don't do anything. Ay, ay, ay. What's the environment looking like? Why do we have this much instability up here? See, back in my day, the storms would happen, and then the next day there'd be nothing because there wouldn't be enough instability. There's enough. Shear environment's kind of weak, but you can still probably get some brief and weak spin ups, especially over there in like Maryland. This is just one model though. Yeah, probably gonna probably gonna have to talk about. Probably have to go live for that eventually. I'm probably gonna be on tornado warning only status tomorrow though. I don't think I'm gonna push myself too hard tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have to, but if the storms overperform, then I'd like to not go live, to be honest. And Texas does have those supercells firing. I saw that earlier today on Twitter. Someone was talking about it. There's like almost like 6,000 joules per kilogram showing up on one model, and to get those high precipitation supercells. Southeast movers, gotta watch for those. Yeah, still a little bit of something here, but it's really, really weak. Still want Gunnersville and Albertville and Douglas be in their safe spots. They'll probably let this tornado warning expire here soon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not going live for severe thunderstorms tomorrow, I'll tell you that. You guys are on your own. I'm trying to get as much of a break as possible. If there is something that actually looks like this worth streaming, I'm gonna try to push it back until the last second. I need at least some like So let me show you guys something here real quick. And yes, we're about to look super far out from the models. But this red stuff here, that's not okay. It needs to go away. I don't think I'm getting a break. You could fart in this environment and get a storm. You can fart in this environment and get an enhanced risk. Like, geez Louise. It's so much instability, man. It's gonna be. I still think I really don't believe in a substantial break. Maybe a small one, but I don't think we're gonna get a long break. It just means instability, and in this kind of environment, all you really need is just a subtle boundary. Then all of a sudden, you've got storms firing with an enhanced risk, large to very large hail, damaging winds, maybe a tornado warning or two. As long as that instability is out just like that, especially in May, going into early June, you're still going to get those subtle outflow boundaries that are going to try to cause some significant severe weather. Because that's what happened last year. Same kind of deal, just a bunch of instability, little bird fart storms like causing a MCS line, and then we just kept on getting enhanced risk after enhanced risk after enhanced risk, pretty much for the entire month of June. So hopefully that's not the case this year, but you got a good point, Gina. All right. Maybe an actual legitimate area of circulation there south of Arab. It's kind of broad and it's not concerning, but it is legitimate. It does need to be monitored. Central East North Carolina, good to sleep. Central and East, yeah. Well, yeah, some thunderstorms. Some of them might have some severe potential, maybe. But it'd be most likely marginal. Check the environment out there. There really shouldn't be much forcing out there, like at all. Instability should be waning. Yeah, there's already a cap out there. Negative 500. Yeah, you might not even get any severity out of here. If it did, it'd be marginal. But yeah, I mean, these storms won't be an issue until tomorrow morning to evening, so I would get some sleep while you still can. We are 4 subscribers from 4,100 subscribe or 41,000 subscribers. You should hit the subscribe button because why not? That's really the only argument I got. I'm too tired to think of a better reason. There we go. We hit it. Woo. Thank you. In Rome, Georgia. I mean, pretty much most people can go to bed. Just have a way to get alerts, guys. If you're this scared of storms, just get alerts. Get a weather radio. You'll be so much happier. It only costs like 20 bucks. A really good investment. It'll scare the crap out of you, but you can customize a weather radio to make sure that it doesn't go off for everything, just for the important stuff. I'm not being sassy. I'm just trying to give you guys some good advice. Thank you, Snake Lady, for the 20. Always tune in when the time difference permits. Good day from Australia. Good day. Good day, mate. I remember I did I had to oh, there we go. No tornado warnings. Ooh. What was it that Max Velocity used to do? Everybody put claps in the chat. Put claps in the chat. It means we can watch the storm in peace. Yeah, it's bedtime. Certainly is. Time for some Z's. But all right, everybody. I'm going to head off. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay weather aware if you live south of the line still. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Also, consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave. And that's going to be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you also for being somewhat manageable in chat, being nice. We didn't have any mods for the longest. So thank you guys. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Sorry that we keep on getting all this severe weather, but a lot of the country is going to get a break. It's going to be pretty isolated areas that get the dangerous severe weather from, hopefully for a little bit. But yeah, I'll see you on a little bit. Hopefully not tomorrow. Hopefully nothing prompts a stream tomorrow, and that'll be that. But you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will see you later.